فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبين
in the main campus between 5 and 6 p.m. each day of Ramadan continues from the 12th ayah of Surah Al-Najm. Our Sheikh Professor Abdullah Lokene will conduct the Tafseer, while Ustaz Abdul Mumin Yaqub will recite the Holy Quran for us, inshallah. We are streaming live on Timsan ABU Zaria.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفتمارونه على ما يرى.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره مقداره العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أفتمارونه على ما يرى. Allah Ta'ala is asking the Quraysh, and after the Quraysh, every other person that wishes to argue with the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Afatumarunahu. Are you going to be arguing with him, disputing with him, ala ma yare, on what he sees, here, when Allah was telling us about this nocturnal journey of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Subhanalladhi asra bi abdihi laylan min al-masjid al-harami ila al-masjid al-aqsa alladhi barakna hawlahu. Subhana. The one that transported the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is Allah. And Allah is far from any impossibilities, any imperfection. Whatever Allah does, He has the power to do it. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not say He did it Himself. That's why when Allah was saying, وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَىٰ مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَىٰ مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ. The Prophet did not depart he did not stray away. وَمَا غَوَىٰ, and neither did he deliberately, out of knowledge, also depart. Whatever you see him here is said utters, whatever the Prophet utters at all, whether it's Quran or not Quran, is what is revealed to him. In here, illa wahyuhi allamahu shadidul quwa. Who taught him? Whether you say it's Angel Gabriel, that is not new, because we knew that he received this Quran in the cave of Hira from Angel Gabriel. So if you see that Allah now teaches him directly, Al-Qassam huwa Shahid, he is in front of Allah. وَإِنَّكَ لَتُلَقَّى الْقُرْآنَ مِنْ لَدُنْ حَكِيمٍ عَلِيمٍ. You, O Prophet, you are going to receive the Quran directly from Allah. Here, most things that are said, the Prophet received here, are not stated in detail in the Quran. Allah shadidul quwa zummirra fastawa wa huwa bil ufuqil a'la thumma dana fatadalla fa kana qawma qawsaini aw adna fa awha ila abdihi ma awha ma kadhaba al fuadu ma ra'a. Whatever the heart tells of the Prophet now recollects and tells you he saw, is what he saw. Afatumarunahu, are you going to dispute with him ala ma yare, on what he sees? Some people say on what he saw. No, on what he sees. Yara, what he sees.
وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَزْلَةً أُخْرَى.
وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَزْلَةً أُخْرَى. If it's Angel Gabriel, وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَزْلَةً أُخْرَى. He saw him before in his full format. Then afterwards, Angel Gabriel does not show his body the way he showed him his body on earth, because of the nature of earth. But when it came to where the nature is different, وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ nazlatan ukhra. He saw him again where the nature of the cosmos was different from the nature of the earth we are in now. This nature of the earth we are in now is totally different when you get out of this place. It's enough for you to know that the rain that even falls to you is just 2 kilometers above the sky. The plane, when they fly far above the rain, 7 kilometers to 12 kilometers, 13 kilometers above the sky. When missiles, they go far above this. Satellites go far above this. Some places come where there are no more oxygen. So if the Prophet ﷺ was transported beyond the seventh heaven, know that there is no oxygen there. How did he survive? Which means his nature is different from our nature. The nature of the Prophet ﷺ is different from our nature. So you don't start using your nature to judge what the Prophet did or what he did not do. Even in this world, we see some of us, they are human beings like you. They did not go to any school. They are not soothsaying. They are not doing magic. But they will tell you what is far away. And they are still now in one place. And it's a gift Allah has given them. So the question is that every human being, there is a gift, special gift that Allah has given you. There are gifts that you can acquire. There are veils that don't allow you to see a lot of things. Here, in this world, we are able to see because of the small gap in the electromagnetic spectrum that allows us to see between the violet and the infrared, down to you have the from the video, from that range, you have the infrared down to the violet. Then when you get to the gamma ray, you don't see anything. But when you take picture, your own picture that you take can see the bones that you cannot see. And there are animals that can see around this wavelength that you cannot see. Below this wavelength that you cannot see, there are animals that can see. Your telephone is seen below the radio waves, and the infrared is where your telephone is seeing what is seen that you cannot see. Because as we are sitting down now, if you on your phone now, the wavelengths are passing. They can catch live what is happening somewhere else, just like people else can catch us live what we are doing now. But why is it that your own eyes cannot see it? Because your eyes are not given that capacity to see within that wavelength. So there are people that their eyes, their wavelength, which they can see, is better than yours. The demons, the jinns, they are not special. That's how Allah created them. Human beings are better than the jinns. But the jinn can see almost anywhere in the world now. And if he wants to transport himself there, he doesn't, the effort he does is much, much less than your own effort. And he can take any shape he wants to take. All this, we have to know that when we are talking about Prophet ﷺ, in all the creations of Allah, he's the greatest. Any capacity anybody has, he has all combined. Whatever capacity he does not have, nobody else can have it. Because it's from him that everybody gets whatever capacity he gets.
عند سدرة المنتهى
In the Sidratul Muntahe, in the Jannatul Ma'awi. Here the Prophet ﷺ saw Angel Gabriel in his nature that he saw him once before on earth. Where? In the Sidratul Muntahe, where the farthest, in the Sidratul Muntahe, where the farthest lot tree is. The lot tree we know is on earth. It has a lot of thorns on it, and it has flowers that bees they feed on. And when bees feed on it and it becomes honey, the honey is a strong medicine that people seek after. Sidr. But here is Sidratil Muntahi, where the lot tree, the farthest it can be. This is the seventh heaven. Here, some ulama said, from this first heaven far to this seventh heaven far, is there you now start Jannatul Ma'awa. Is there anything that is alive now can reach and come back? Beyond that, until the hereafter. Only the Prophet ﷺ passed it now, beyond that. and the hereafter has not come. Is it going up or going down? All this is beyond that, because the space and distance and direction are created for you, not for Allah. The space, the distances, the directions are created for you, and the time for you, not for Allah. We saw when Uzairu, Allah made him to come labista. Qala labistu yawman abada yawm. Qala bal labista mi'ata ya amin. He spent 100 years sleeping without knowing. And he thought it was just an evening. And nothing changed of his nature within that time of 100 years. Because it was Allah that took him from that place. But his drink too did not change. But the donkey he left had decayed into bones. Wanzur ilahi America. You go look at your donkey. وَلْنَجَعَلَهُ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَانظُرْ إِذَا كَيْفَ نُنشِرُهَا ثُمَّ نَكْسُوهَا لَحْمًا. Then Allah made the donkey to come back to its real form. So there are places you can go now when you spend just 1 second there. You come to the world, everybody that you left in the world has died. They are no more there. Because وَإِنَّ يَوْمًا عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ كَأَلْفِ سَنَةٍ مِمَّا تَعُدُّونَ. Where 1 day is equivalent to 1,000 years here. So you imagine it. Where if you go for just 1 day, that's 12 hours. The whole world here has spent 1,000 years. The time we are counting now is based on this sun. Take the sun away, then there's nothing to count. So here, where he saw him again is the end, where all creations, when they come, that is their end until the day of judgment. In the Jannatul Ma'awe, this is the garden of the abode, of the refuge. All those that died because of Allah, that are not yet going to paradise, but they are supposed to be in paradise now because they died because of Allah. They are called shuhada. These people are the ones that, as they set out because of Allah and they were killed. They were witnessing Allah when they were killed. That's why they were called witnesses. They witness. And this is the position that the Prophet ﷺ wants all of us to be in. That's why when we are coming into Islam, what are we asked to say? Ashhadu. Not just la ilaha illallah, ashhadu. I bear witness. Where is that witness? You bear witness with what you see, what you feel, what you are at that time. Most of us say so, but we truly are, it's a belief now. But the witness is supposed to come when you are leaving this world. And those that leave this world with that complete witness are those that die because of Allah. That's why when they die, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ. Don't even imagine that those that die because of Allah are dead. No, they are living. In the Rabbihim, they are now with their Lord. Yurzakuna. They are being sustained with provisions. Farihina ma'atihumullahu. And they are so happy with what Allah is giving to them now. That's why a shaheed, when he dies in war like that, because he went to fight for Allah in a war, when he dies, there he will not be given birth. He will be covered like that and buried like that. Because he's beyond this world already. That is why when Anabi Zakari, he was telling Allah, Yarisni wa yarisu min ali Yaquba, waj'alhu rabbi radiya. Ya Zakariya, inna nubashiruka bi gulamin ismuhu Yahya. Anabi Zakari, he was asking Allah, oh Allah, I beg you that you give me a child that will inherit me and will inherit the family of Yaqub. And Allah, make him to be pleased with you. So then he said, I give you a glad tidings. Inna nubashiruka bi gulamin, of a boy. Ismuhu Yahya. His name is he shall live. Yahya, he shall live. Hayyun, living. Yahya, he shall live. Yare, he is seen. Yahya, he shall live. Lam naj'al lahu min qablu Samia. I have not given this name to any person before. Why do we give names to our children? The intelligent people, people of wisdom, when they are giving names to their children, they look at their child, at the circumstances, at the situation, they say, okay, let me give a name to a child that the child will grow to become. Oh, let me give the name of Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq. So this child will grow up to be as truthful as Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq. Let me give him the name of Sayyidina Umar, so that he will be like Sayyidina Umar. Let me give him the name of the Prophet ﷺ, so that he will be as lovable to people as the Prophet ﷺ. When you give this name, that is your desire. Do you have it? Sometimes you have it. Sometimes you don't have it. Sheikh Ibrahim Nias, he was telling his children, say, please be dutiful children. Because immediately I see any of you giving birth to, and I set my eyes on you, I give you the name of my beloved Prophet ﷺ, because of my wish that you follow his path. All his children he named after the Prophet. Even some female he named after Prophet ﷺ. So now, if Allah says he gives a name, and this is desire, remember, for Allah is fa'alun lima yurid. He is the one that whatever he desires is what happens. This is what he said to Yahya. Inna nubashiruka bi gulamin ismuhu Yahya. He shall live. But in our presence, Yahya was slaughtered because of a prostitute in this world. Did he live? Allah said he shall live. Did he live? If you say he did not live, then you say Allah did not attain his desire. And which means it's not the life of this world that Allah is talking about. He died now as a shaheed. And where is he? He's in Jannatul Ma'wa as we are talking now. That's why when the Prophet ﷺ went, he met him in the second heaven. But all the shuhada, they are in Jannatul Ma'wa. Some of them are in the body of birds. They are going about there. They are feeding there. They are happy there. Their souls come to the world sometimes and they go back. That's where they will stay until when everybody stands up from their grave. Then they too, they will stand up from their grave. This is Jannatul Ma'wa, where every person ends up. That's why this is where Angel Gabriel himself ends up. The real paradise, they too, they will not enter it until after, when the times come for them to enter paradise. That's why Indaha Jannatul Ma'wa.
إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى
Indaha Jannatul Ma'wa. إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى ما زاغ البصر وما طغى لقد رأى من آيات ربه الكبرى. In this particular place, is Yaksha Sidrata. This Sidra, this lot tree, the Prophet ﷺ said, is a tree that is so big that the leaves are like the ears of the elephant. You can travel in it for 1,000 years and you still be under the shade. This particular lot tree. And is Yaksha Sidrata Ma Yakshi. Suddenly, the Prophet ﷺ saw it was covered with complete light of various degrees of colors. That's what Allah said, is Yaksha Sidrata, when this lot tree was covered with what it was covered. As big as it is, yes, something came and covered it. At this stage, the Prophet ﷺ, Allah tells us who our prophet is. The prophet was focused on his mission, focused on Allah. What Allah is saying is beyond all these ones. Allah was focused. He did not deviate. And neither did his sight transgressed. Allah said, لَقَدْ رَأَيَ مِنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِ الْكُبْرَى. Out of the signs of Allah, the greatest of it, yes, the Prophet has seen. You have Kabiratun, then Akbar, from Kabir, Akbar, this Kabiratun, Kubre. That is the highest of it. That's why Allah is telling us is wasta'inu bis-sabri was-salat wa innaha lakabiratun illa 'alal khashi'in. When you seek assistance, seek with patience and salat. It is something great. It is difficult, very great. Here, the Prophet ﷺ saw the signs of Allah that is great. What are these signs? Allah did not tell anybody. Is it like Anabi Musa that Allah called to have audience with and told us exactly what happened there. Mamatil kabiya minika ya Musa. Qala hiya asaya atawakkau alayha wa ushu biha ala ganami wa liya fiha ma'arib ukhri. Qala alqiha ya Musa. Falqiha fa idha hiya hayyatun tas'a. Qala khuzha wa la takhaf. All what happened transpired between Prophet Moses and Allah, he told us because nobody was there. If Allah did not tell us, we wouldn't know. When he went to Mount Sinai, what transpired between him and Allah, if Allah did not tell us, there's no way we'll know. Allah said, oh Prophet, you are not there. But everything Allah recorded and told us. But here he met with our own Prophet. He didn't tell us what transpired between the two of them. Because it's a beloved to a beloved. The Prophet is beyond all this. Here, one of the greatest things that the Prophet went, he brought back to us. One of the greatest things the Prophet got there, he brought back to us. What is it? Salat. Everything was ordained on this world. Everything that is obligatory for us was ordained on this earth except Salat. Why? Because Salat is where Allah is putting you in the classroom and training you. Anytime you enter Salat, you are in the classroom. Allah is training you. 5 times a day, he will call you and he will have personal discussion with you. Al-Musalli yunaji Rabbahu. The Prophet said, the one who is praying in Salat is having personal discussion with his Lord. He didn't say yunaji Allah, no, yunaji Rabbahu, the one that is educating him. If you enter the classroom with a student and he couldn't tell you after he left the classroom what you taught him, and he couldn't remember the question he asked you and what the reply you gave him, what is this kind of student? That's why we have to take Salat very serious. Like we said yesterday, he got to the 7th heaven where he met Anabi Ibrahim, who was reclining on the Beit al-Ma'mur, where angels, over 70,000, come and make tawaf and leave, never to return. All this, the Prophet saw it there. Then, with Angel Gabriel, until they came to this Siratul Muntaha, Makamul Lada, Siratul Muntaha. When they got there, he saw Angel Gabriel sat down in a beautiful chair. What is this? He said, since I have been created, this is my position. I've never passed this place. What happened? He said, Allah is the one who is showing you what he's going to show you. Go on. Then Raf came. It's a mode of transportation and took the Prophet. From here, Angel Gabriel himself did not see the Prophet. And when we are talking of seeing here, is it seeing of the eyes? Is it seeing of the heart? Is it seeing of the body? There is a stage where every part of your body can see. The eye, even now, is not the one seeing. Biologically, we know the eye is just a machinery to get some magnetic information for you that is going to be put inside your brain and translated by your brain to the way you understand it. When you are dreaming, is your eyes not closed? Don't you see at that time? Don't you get transported when you are in a dream? What is your mode of transport? Is it your leg? Is it a car? You can dream now that suddenly you are in Kaaba. How did you get there? And is your dream more truthful than your day, or your day is more truthful than your dream? Wallah, you don't know. You can dream and you think it's an ordinary dream. You go to on Day of Judgment and you met it to be true, that it was there. There are some people today, they have no children. They dream that they have children, they see the children, they stay with them. On the Day of Judgment, they meet all of them there. This world is beyond our own understanding. The little you understand, you take it. So it was from here that when the Prophet ﷺ proceeded on his journey without Angel Gabriel, that he came to this place, that he was so close to Allah. Not closeness of distance, closeness of the fact that the veils have been removed. What prevented him before was not preventing him. This is, remember, after the Prophet has spent over 10 years to 13 years facing the unbelievers, but being steadfast, still calling to Allah, not backing down. And finally, he went to Hawazin, and Allah, all the support he has, Allah has removed all his support now. He has nothing now but Allah. It was at this stage that he went on this journey, which is there is no veil now to say, I'm the one protecting the Prophet. I'm the one standing for the Prophet. I'm the one cooking for the Prophet. Even no wife in the house, nothing. And then Allah gave him this salat 50 times a day. He was so happy that the salat that he used to do, only the prophets used to do. Before, prophets are the ones that say salat. He came back, he met Anabi Ibrahim. He was very happy to see him because where is he coming from? From Allah. Is it a distance? No. It's part of him that's just changed. The same person you are sitting with, just pick your telephone and he make the call. Then you find suddenly he's smiling. What happened? He has received an information that is now making him to be so happy. In his happiness, I see you are very happy. I say, yes. I was just told that I have been nominated to such and such a committee. Or it has been confirmed that I'm such and such a person. Out of it, give me what he did not give you before, he will willingly give you now. What has changed? He has not stood up from his place, man. It's his state that his state has changed. So anybody that goes before Allah, when he comes back, his state has changed. That's why inna salata tanhi anil fakhshai wal munkar wala zikrullahi akbar. Anybody who says his salah properly, it will stop you from doing any evil. If you see a Muslim abusing another Muslim, he has not said any prayer. How can you pray and you have time to come and abuse any person? How can you pray you have time to come and steal? How can you pray you have time to come and commit fornication? So when Anabi Ibrahim saw him, he was so happy. The state he now saw him. From there, he came down and he met Anabi Moses. Moses was so happy with what he sees because Moses wanted to get to this state. This stage, he didn't get to it. But he can now see that stage in the body of the Prophet ﷺ. So he said, what did Allah give you? I was given salat. Salat? He said, yes. How many times? Say, for them to pray 50 times a day. 50 times? Your people, do you know human beings? I have dealt with human beings, but they are difficult. They will not be able to go to Allah and ask for a reduction. He went to Allah and Allah reduced. 40, he came back. 40, they can't. Go back. He went back. Allah, each time he was going back, but he was getting more. He was getting more divine light from Allah. And he was getting more beautiful. He was getting more attractive. Moses said, too was enjoying the scene. It's like you have a lady you want, that you love. He went inside, changed, and came back. When he went, he put a better dress, came back. When she went, put another better dress, came back. After the 5th time, the Prophet said, no, I'm now shy of going back. It's 10. Allah said, then it has come down to 5. Allah said, that is it. Here we don't change any statement. Whoever says one salah, he will get 10. So that 5 is 50, like I said originally. So till today, if you do your 5 times daily prayer, you have prayed 50 times a day. All this we got because of the Prophet ﷺ. So the Prophet came to the world and then now told his companions, after today, salah has been made obligatory on you. Not only is it obligatory on you, you stand to get to Allah if you do it. That's why Sheikh Ibrahim Niyasi said, Arajna bihi wal fadlu lil mutakaddimi. With this salat, we too, we try our best to see how we can get close to the presence of Allah. If we are able to do it, the benefit is not for us. The virtue is not for us, it's for the one that went there first, the Prophet ﷺ. So this is the salat that was taken from beyond the seventh heavens and brought to you. It's like today, somebody went to beyond the seventh heaven and took what is most valuable there that he can see and brought it and put it inside your hand. What are you looking for in this world? Yes, you live in this world. You want it to be peaceful for you. You have to engage in working to feed. You have to have family. You have to even engage in politics so that you can bring peace to your people. But don't allow that thing to get out of your hand. As-salat imaduddin. Man aqamaha faqad aqamaddin. Salat is the foundation of this religion. Whoever holds it has hold to religion. And in salat, you have every education that Allah will give you. When you come into salat, you are supposed to forget about this world. Totally. You start by saying, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, you raise your two hands. This form of greeting is a greeting that is known in the army. They raise their one hand, but you raise your two hands. Allah is greater than whatever. You throw everything away. In one place, it is said that Prophet ﷺ, before he says Allahu Akbar, he will say, Inna salati wa nusuki wa mahayaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin, la sharika lahu wa bizalika umirtu ana awwalul mu'minin. That he will say this, that everything of mine is for Allah. He trusts everything with Allahu Akbar. Then you stand before Allah. There is no praise for anybody, whoever he is. The praise is only for Allah. Alhamdulillah. Who? The one that is in charge of the whole of creation. He's the one educating us any moment. Rob is the one that educates you. Your mother was your first Rob. Then your father, like I used to tell. Then your teacher. Then your malam. Then the prophet. Then Allah. Then you mention these 5 names. Lillahi, Allah, Rabb, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik. By the time you mention these 5 names, it will transport you from Nasuti to Malakut, to beyond Mawa. When you do this, here you are before Allah. You don't say he again to Allah, you say you to Allah, because you are supposed to be in front of Allah. Iyyaka na'budu. You make a declaration, Allah, you are the one I'm worshiping. Here is to say that you don't worship any other thing. If you are not seeing Allah at that time, know that He is seeing you. Prophet ﷺ said, this is the position of excellence. Anta abudallah annaka tarahu. As if you see Him. If you can't get to that position, the minimum have the knowledge that He is seeing you. If in Salah you are not at this stage here, when you say Iyyaka na'budu, then you are playing. Where Iyyaka nasta'in. And it's you, Allah, that I'm taking my assistance and support from. Because you know you are not anything. What are you looking for? Ihdina siratal mustaqim. At this moment, guide me to the straight path of my life at this moment, what I should be in at this moment. Because every second is different from the last second. The guidance you need with this second is different from the guidance that has passed. Allah is going to show us. We don't own anything, pa. Then Allah will ask you to define it. He says, Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Allah, I am not the first. There are people that you have blessed before me. Prophet ﷺ said, those people are minan nabi'ina, was-siddiqina, wa-shuhadai, was-salihin. These are the prophets. These are the awliya, saintly servants of Allah. These are the shuhada that we talked about now that are in Jannat al-Mawa. And these are the salihin, the righteous servants of Allah, the pious servants of Allah. So you cannot say that you are going to Allah without any. No, you have to follow people. وَاتَّبِي سَبِيلَ مَنْ أَنَابَ إِلَيْهِ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Oh, you that you say you believe, fear Allah and be in the company of those that have the truthful part, the truthful people. How can you go to Allah without following people? Huh? What did Allah tell you as He gave back to you? Say, follow your father and your mother. Your father is the one, your mother is the one carrying you, then your father. If you are to obey Allah like that, continue to follow, you will not go astray. On your worldly path, follow those that have succeeded in this world. On the diamond path, follow the best. That's the prophet, the awliya of Allah, the righteous servants of Allah. Sheikh Ibrahim Niasse said, Al-khayri kullu al-khayri fi ittiba'i wa sharri kullu sharri fi ibtida'i. Every good is in following the Prophet ﷺ and his people. Every evil is in going to fabricate another way to start something else. When people say we are the ones who are doing bid'ah, I give only one example, only one. In Zaria here, it's obligatory for us to pray Subuhi. That's the first salat we pray. You call salat 2 times. One is in the night, then one when it is time for as-salatu. This as-salatu khairum min an-nawm. It's a shame that in this campus, as-salatu khairum min an-nawm is set first. It's a shame on Ahmad Bello University. In the whole world, in the whole Muslim world, go to Mecca, go to Medina, go to Pakistan, go to India, go to England, go to America, even go to Canada. There is nowhere as-salat khairum min an-nawm is said as call to salah in the night, except in the Hausa land. They are the only one that know religion. They are the only one. The Muslims are united that you call as-salat khairum min an-nawm, they last. They say here, no. They give you so many reasons. If you cannot be united with other Muslims in the world, who is the one that is fabricating? And this thing started from 1979. I had already graduated before Izala started. As a student, I didn't know of Izala. I didn't know of MSS telling you that you cannot do wazifa. All this started. Who started something new? Is he the one that is the one that is a fabricator that is doing bid'ah? Bid'ah is for you to start something new. You are telling the older person that is one who started something new. So let us be very careful. So this salat, even in salat, Allah is telling us, Siratal lazina an'amta alayhim. Then gairil magdubi alayhim wala dhalin. And Allah said, وَلَقَدْ هَلَكْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. Habl is the jugular vein, but Allah calls it rope. Because here you have, when you say Allah guide me, from that moment you have given the rope of your jugular vein to Allah to direct you. Allah said, وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْكُمْ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ. The other place said, we are closer to him than you. We are closer to him than the jugular vein is closer to the person himself. Allah said in another place, if Allah has said your rope should be pulled to a direction, and you say you are going in another direction, will you suffer or will you not suffer? You will suffer. That's why Muslims are suffering, because they are not following what the guide put down. Sharia is important. It's important for us to enter politics. But don't enter politics if you are not part of it. Because today, those that are in politics, most of them are in cults. Some of them will take fetus or a new child to go and do medicine. And you think they are going to just leave you like that? That's why if you must go into politics, also take your own people into politics. Get your own community. Like some years ago, I gave advice. I said, you want to go and win politics, don't just go and jump into them. You don't know who they are. Start up your own community. The Prophet ﷺ started his community. And look at it today. We can start our own community too, but not confrontational. We have children now. We have our own society now. Why don't we train them on what Allah wants, what the Prophet wants? We know our constitution. We follow our constitution. We have our own grouping. We start training. We come together. We put our money together. We train our children together. They know who we are. By the time we are in an area, like maybe the whole of Samaru here, we are the majority here. Would anybody give us a chairman that is not our own? No. But you want to live because you want something quick. What Satan and his evil has come together to form, you want to go and be part of it. If you say today you are in any political party, whatever political party you are in, who will give you the ticket if you have not bowed down to the rules that are the hidden rules that you don't know of that party? We are seeing one individual commandeering a party and doing it the way he wants. He doesn't want this person, he will not emerge. This is the one he wants, is the one that emerges. Is that democracy? So we are supposed to follow the righteous servants of Allah. We are supposed to try to make sure that we are in charge of our community. So let us try to make sure that our community will bring it up. People used to say, Muslims should come together. Muslims should come together. Allah does not know what he's doing. Allah said, if he so desires, he will make everybody to have iman. Allah will not put people together and allow an irresponsible person to be their leader. Why did not Allah just put all the Meccans together and give to the Prophet from the first day? Despite this, how responsible the Prophet ﷺ is, he allowed him to follow the natural path to show that he is capable, to show that he has the strength, to show that he has the care. You are the one suffering. The Prophet is more concerned about your suffering than you yourself. Wallah, he's more concerned about your suffering than you yourself. You are the one that has not eaten. He's more concerned that you have not eaten than you yourself. He will deny his family to give you. Look at Tariqa Tijaniya. Today everybody says Sheikh Ibrahim Niasse is the leader. How did he emerge as the leader? Did he come to meet all of us in one place? No, he was working day and night, bring people together, do zikr, sit down, do lazim, do wazifa, love the Prophet, then writing poems, turning your heart to the Prophet. Then people came together and become an ummah. You can't just sit down and say Muslims come together when you are irresponsible, when you are lazy, when you don't have the capacity to lead them. That's why if people want Muslims to come together, they must be selfless and they must be conscientious and they must try their best to show that they have the capacity, whether they are an organization or they are individuals. Not the part of those that Allah is angered with, nor the part of those that have gone astray. That's why Allah is telling us here, as long as you are with the Prophet, wallahi, he has not gone astray. He's on the correct path. Allah said, the Prophet, if I tell you that I showed Abraham the firmaments so that he can know the secrets of it. I showed him how life. He asked Allah, show me how you bring life to inanimate. Allah showed him. He said, but the Prophet have showed him secrets that nobody knows. And when Allah said, look at the character of the Prophet. When it comes to on the path and knowledge and faith, then when it comes to him himself and his person, he said, Allah has given us sight. He has given us the mind. He has given us the hearing. These are the three key things that you use in worshiping Allah. You must not allow it to deviate from Allah. Mazag al-basar. Imagine if you have students in front of you and all of them are looking at their phones and you're teaching them. Their sights have strayed away. The Prophet ﷺ, his sight never strayed away from Allah. That's why Allah said, are you going to be arguing with him what he sees still all until the Prophet left his life, left this world? Constantly, Allah is in front of him. That's why his front is Allah, his behind is Allah, his beginning is Allah, his end is Allah. In Salat, he told one of them, you are behind the row. Why are you doing this? So the way I see in the front is the way I see behind me. It's not like you. Wamatage. And when he's in front of Allah, he does not see beyond what Allah wants him to see. كل المؤمنين يغضوا من أبصارهم ويحفظوا فروجهم ذلك أزكى لهم. Allah said, when you go out, lower your gaze. When you look normally. This is a lady coming, it's a lady coming. You know her, Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Wamatage. Don't look beyond what you're supposed to look. Because the same lady you are looking at, you can look at her beyond what you are supposed to look at her. You go to a person's house, you are in his parlor, then you are looking inside the house. You have gone tagawa, you have gone transgress the bound you are supposed to look. In everything, that is how it is. You can see the Prophet ﷺ. Is yaksha sidrata ma yakshe. Look at the lightning. It's just like somebody, he go to the presidency. Or the one that I can give you as a good example is this man, Meideribe. The time Meideribe built his house in Meduguri, it was the costliest house in Nigeria. Till today, I think it's still the costliest house. Every furniture there is of gold. They needed how many thousands of dollars to maintain the house a day. In this country, when he invited people, the president of that time, himself, he was looking up in bewilderment. The Prophet ﷺ is in front, he went, he did not even bother to look at anything. The eye did not move anywhere. You are just standing, you are talking with your friend, a vehicle passed, you forgot about your friend, you are looking at the car. Until you train yourself to be focused. When if you are in any affair, be in it. Don't take your focus away from it. And don't go beyond it. That's why the ulama, they said, even if you are in Salah and you are reciting, for example, you say, وَالشَّمْسُ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَاهَا. If you are in وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَاهَا and it's in your brain and you bring وَالشَّمْسُ, you said you have gone beyond what you are supposed to go by. Because be where you are. All this is Allah that is training you. When you come to Salat, that is the biggest gift you have. It's the biggest gift. This Salat you are saying, say it in congregation. Make sure you stay behind somebody who, when he recites, you can pick what he's saying. Not somebody that comes and no. Tartilan. Waratil Qur'ana tartila. Let him say it one by one. Allah is the one talking to you. Listen to what he's saying. If your teacher is in front of you talking to you and he's fast, can you hear him? Let the imams, when they come in Salah, let them recite the Quran tartilan. Even if you can't say it with beautiful voice, but at least say it clearly. The Quran, whether you recite with beautiful voice or not beautiful voice, the Quran is beautiful in itself. Look at this surah we are in. Look at how beautiful this surah is. وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَىٰ مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَىٰ وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ. You think it's music. It's beautiful on its own. Look at وَالشَّمْسُ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَىٰ. And he's giving you information that is beyond this world. At the same time, إِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ وَإِذَا النُّجُومُ انكَدَرَتْ وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ وَإِذَا الْإِشَارُ أُطِّلَتْ وَإِذَا الْوُحُوشُ حُشِّرَتْ وَإِذَا الْبِحَارُ سُجِّرَتْ وَإِذَا النُّفُوسُ زُوِّجَتْ وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ. Like that. The Quran itself is beautiful. Say it clearly. And you that you are listening, it's Allah that is talking, but he is saying it in the tongue of the Prophet. At that time, it's like the Prophet is the one asked to talk to you. Listen. When you leave the Salah, you talk to Allah. You have to make declaration before God. You have also asked Allah, guide me. And Allah has guided you. Go and be thinking of that surah until you come back to the next Salat. If you are like that, you wouldn't even know of a beautiful girl on the road, let alone for you to commit zina with your eyes, or with your hearing, or with your mind. That some of you will go back to sleep, you are still thinking of the lady you saw in the afternoon. It's not fair. Before Allah, So here, Allah has finished the first set of what He's telling us. He told us about the Prophet. Then He told us, Allah He tell us the Prophet went beyond our limits. And then He told us how the Prophet behaved when he was in front of Allah. And the Prophet constantly is in front of Allah. When the Prophet is seeing you, he is seeing you as a servant of Allah, knowing that Allah is talking to him with you. Every creation of Allah you see, including the human beings, including your children, including the tree, including the sun, including the moon, Allah is talking to you with them, with these creations, listening. That's why there are people that can talk to these creations till today. Look at someone like Sheikh Ibrahim. That he will be going, trees will be making salama to him and you hear. Allah can give you. It's not a gift that Allah cannot give, but work for it. He indeed, Prophet has seen the greatest of the signs of Allah, but this signs did not take him away from Allah. So therefore, you, the ulama, don't say you can perform miracle. That miracle is what is taking you away from that you are now something, you are nothing. The miracle itself is a test for you.
أفرأيتم اللات والعزى ومناة الثالثة الأخرى
أفرأيتم اللات والعزى ومناة الثالثة الأخرى. Allah has come back now to earth to come and ask questions. Allah is going to ask series of questions before He comes back to tell us who He is. أفرأيتم اللات والعزى. Allah is asking, do you see this idol called Allat? Do you see this idol called Al-Uzay? Do you see this idol called Manat? Or Manat Salisat al-Ukhra? Here, this surah, Wan-Najmi, is the first surah that the Prophet recited openly in Makkah. Before this surah, all the surahs that the Prophet was receiving, it was in his house, he was reciting it in prayers alone. But this particular surah, he recited it in Kaaba with all the pagans sitting down and hearing. They had this, and then they now had, that's after the Isra and Miraj, then they now had, the Prophet said, Afara'aytum al-Lata wal-Uzza. Then they turned their attention. Afara'aytum, do you see Allat? This man is mentioning Allat today. What is Allat? Allat is an idol. That is a name that is coined from Littu. That is kneading. They now coined it to be a female, as far as they're concerned, of Allah. There is a man who used to knead. He said, I will take stress from women. Kneading the dough is very difficult for women. He was kneading, baking, and assisting. Before, men don't used to knead. And when he died, there was nobody to assist women to knead. So they now put an idol down that they will be using to remember him. Later on, they started worshiping him. This particular idol is the idol of people of Hawazin, of Taif. It's their biggest idol. While Uzay is an idol of the people of Quraysh. It's their biggest idol. They too, they coined it from Izzatu, Aziz. Then they take it and say Uzay, which means it's mighty. Wamanat Salisat al-Ukhra. Manat is also one of the biggest idols for the Khuza'a, people of the clans of the Khuza'a and the rest of them. These are the biggest idols that they have. Allah is asking, Afara'aytumul Lata wal Uzza wa Manata Salisat al-Ukhra. These are the idols that people are worshiping. Do you sit down and think about it? Okay. So Allah is talking to us. Let's all of us try to put our attention in Salat. When we say Salat, be increasing and be improving in it. You can get to a stage that you yourself, you wonder whether you have that capacity. All of you came to ABU, you started, some of you did not have good work. They managed to pass, but today they are ahead of their class. Some of you had very good work. Today they are not anywhere in the class because they did not pay attention. It's like that. Pay attention. Don't reduce your attention. Increase in it. Know that you are on a journey. Whenever you see people are in a hurry, forget about them. The journey is only one. Inna lillahi, inna ilaihi raji'un. From the day you are dropped, your journey is why you are going back to Allah. Part of that journey is you are here now. Don't be on the road and be rushing. You are going to Allah. Don't cut your journey short by haste. Deliberately, Allah created us in a state of hurry. But to test us, He said, don't be in a hurry. Then I will show you my signs. So may Allah forgive all of us. May Allah strengthen our faith. May Allah make us to be close to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah grant us the love of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah make us to be those who are present when we are praying. May Allah make us to attain the presence of Allah when we are praying. May Allah make us to be close to Allah. May Allah make us to be magnetic to the divine presence of Allah. Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah forgive our parents. May Allah forgive our ulama. May Allah reward the Sahabas. May Allah reward the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah grant us what we shall eat. May He grant us what we shall wear. May He grant us the abode we shall stay. May we be part of those that are able to get to the abode of Ma'wa before the hereafter. Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah Ta'ala repair this our country for us. May He bring peace for us. May He give the leadership of this country to people that fear Allah. The ones that are there now, may Allah bring them to fear of Allah. The ones that are doing evil, may Allah remove them from the evil. Those ones that refuse to remove, may Allah put them behind us. Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah Ta'ala make us to leave this world with kalima la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Fatih Salat al-Fatih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Maliki yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم